KCR Radio, San Diego State. This is Rick Keys. You're listening to the Music Caravan Eclectic Special Show, and that was Storm the Gates from a new group to the Music Caravan called Ontologics, Something to Needle Over, title of their album. And I believe we have Ian online. Is that true, Ian?
Yes. How are you?
Okay, great. Hey, I'd like to introduce Ian. I think it's Cam Papiano, singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist. Did I say it right?
Pretty close, Capo Piano, but you can just call me Ian C.
Okay, Ian C. Ian, you sound like a one-man band, but there is another member of Ontologics. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, who is the other member of Ontologics?
The other member is Matthew Walsh.
Matthew Walsh. Hey, I'm having a little difficulty hearing you, Ian. Are you maybe you might need to move a little closer to the receiver. But anyway, I try now.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So I did say Ontologics sounds like a 4 to 5 piece band. So we mentioned the name of your partner. What was it again?
Matthew Walsh. Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh. Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, so it sounds like your Ontologics is a 4 to 5 piece band. How many instruments do you play in this CD or EP?
On the album, I play guitar. I play some second drum kit, and just some various kind of drum samplers and percussion, a little synth. And Matt Walsh plays pretty much just main kit on the album, and a little chord wave drum, some sampler stuff.
I see. So where the hell did you come? Where the hell did you come up with the name Ontologics?
The Ontologics stems from the word ontological or ontologic. So just has to do with being and creating. I don't know. It actually stems from even further back to our previous band. We had a song called Ontological. So, I mean, basically, just about creating music and being creative and, trying to get into, some philosophical, psychedelic elements.
What was the name of your previous band, Ian?
It was Moments of Imagination.
Moments of Imagination. Okay, hey Ian, I played one of your instrumentals, DMT Overdose, earlier in my show. Two things. What does DMT Overdose mean? And the second thing, and not too many rock and alt bands play instrumentals anymore, or very few. But you have three. Any reason for that? So the first question, what does DMT Overdose mean?
DMT Overdose is just a reference to the hallucinogen DMT, and it's just we're just kind of being sarcastic there with the overdose part. But I guess the answer to the second question is just, for the live show, instrumentals I feel is just something that, can kind of bring the audience in a little bit further. And, it's just something that a lot of bands don't do, but I think people are itching for more music and more kind of progressive, avenues and whatnot in the art scene.
Well, that's a good one. Progressive. I have a lot of people that like progressive. Your music would be probably in that standard. I got a little hip hop in there, a little psychedelic, alternate, and progressive. Okay, well, Ian. The gist of my show is when I have someone I interview, I like them to get to know the personality of the band, and I like to play as much music as I can. And fortunately, you were one of the lucky ones that had lots of great songs on there, so feel fortunate because I really don't interview people that I only have one or two good songs. But anyway, so we're going to start off with your title song, and it's called Something to Needle Over from the Ontologics brand new EP or album, and it's called Something to Needle Over, the brand new album.
hesitation, indeed a compromise. They fake their admiration. You see their violent side. They think they know just who you are. You still can't figure them out. They fly and scheme on what you'll do. Yet it's all in their head. Never get up on the wrong side of the bed. Now could it have been the way I slept? I haven't done the same for weeks. Oh yes indeed. Hallucinations in the meantime. Eggshell walk on back to reality. Lucid or not, it soon escapes to find a calm in the uneasiness of space. Hey, you told me all I need to know, but I'm still filled with confusion. So they tried to pick me up, but I came crashing down. And I want their patience, thinking they left me underground. Some things in me don't over. Some things in me don't over and over again. Wait until it hits, and your senses blink, and you only have a second to think. Override the system, make them listen. How fine the line is in the sand. Can't really tell what's right and understand. Check the plan, undivided or not. We keep our wheels on the road. Got too much to lose, don't take us for granted. Don't you wanna get fool? Yo, Walsh, man, he's just a damn fool. Waste your hesitation. Indeed, a compromise. They fake their admiration. You see their violent side. They think they know just who you are. You still can't figure them out. They fly and scheme on what you'll do. Yet it's all in their head. I'll paint the picture you left in frame, and I send the words out to the page, and I realize you told the line. I'd rather not, so I don't. Making meaning out of circumstance. I'm coming to grips with my consciousness. We tear the scenes, we divide and step. I'm unapologetic, saying it till there's no one left. Hey, you told me all I need to know, but I'm still feeling. So they tried to pick me up, but I keep crashing down. And I want their patience then, and they left me underground. Some things in me don't over. Some things in me don't over and over. So they tried to pick me up, but I keep crashing down. And I want their patience then, and they left me underground. Some things in me don't over. Some things in me don't over and over again. They tried to dig me out, but they all fell in. They tried to dig me out, but they all caved in. Now I'm something to kneel over. Now I'm something to kneel over.
KCR Radio, San Diego State. This is Rick Keys, and you're listening to the Music Caravan Eclectic Special. That was Something to Needle Over by the Ontologics from their new album, CD, Something to Needle Over. We have Ian C. with us. Hey, Ian, that's a really cool song. I like it a lot.
Thanks, man.
You know, it kind of has a Beastie Boy flavor. Would you say that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Beastie Boy flavor. Okay, so I'm betting the song has something to do with tattoos. What is the song about?
Wow. No, that's the first time I heard that.
No, something to needle over?
The song's not about tattoos. I guess, I mean, there's a bunch of different things going on in that song lyrically, but I guess one of the main things is that, you know, just the basic, back to just creating in art and music, you know, that element of just kind of getting down in the trench with something. And, you know, that Something to Needle Over kind of rings true, I guess, for that song and maybe for the record.
So do you write all your own lyrics, or does Matt help you?
On this record, I wrote everything.
Okay. All right, so Ian C. Sound. Well, let me try that one again. Well, you say your last name, Ian.
Campo Piano.
Okay. All right. Sounds like part British and part Italian. What is your heritage, Ian?
Yeah, I would say, mostly Italian.
But you got a little British because Ian is normally a British name for John, I believe.
Right. One of our influences, Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull, right there.
Yeah, I love Jethro Tull, one of my favorite groups of all time. All right, Ian, you must have been into music a long time to be able to play all those various instruments. When did you pick up your first instrument, and how long have Ontologics been a band?
I picked up drums was probably my first instrument, probably, I don't know, maybe when I was 12 or 13. Ontologics released an EP in 2009, so I'd say, since 2009, we've been doing the Ontologics thing, and the other instruments just came with time from playing. And
so where are you guys from? Are you LA band, or?
No, we're actually on the East Coast. We're from Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island. Wow, I don't get too many Rhode Island groups out here, so I think you may be one of the first. So congratulations, Rhode Island. You've made it to the Music Caravan.
There you go.
Okay, Ian, as I mentioned before, you got lots of great songs on this, and I want my audience to hear more of your music. So if you don't mind sitting back a little bit, I want to play another one of the songs I liked called Hologram for the Hollow Man.
Nice.
KCR Radio, San Diego State. Rick Keys, you're listening to the Music Caravan's Eclectic Special Show. That was Hologram for the Hollow Man from the Ontologics. We have Ian C. on board, and hey, another cool song. I like that one, Ian. It kind of had a little Beastie Boy, hip-hop, but jazzy. I guess that one would be considered experimental, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because you got lots of different sounds going on. And what is the definition of experimental exactly?
I feel like with this album and, with our sound, we were really trying to take, electronica and go somewhere else with it, where we really did a lot of dense layering and using different time signatures and then incorporating, acoustic drums with the melody lines and different guitar orchestrations and whatnot, and trying to really syncopate that and make it seem alive and not like a bunch of loops and, whatnot.
Yeah, it sounded great. Now, what exactly, because I know there's drum machines, and now what is acoustic drums? Is that a drum machine or is it actual instrument?
Yeah, no drum machines, That's Matt Walsh. He's really laying it down. I mean, we tried to sync up some of the verses, and even in the hip hop sections, where typically you just have a backbeat, but we tried to almost sync up some of the lyrical content with orchestrations. So some of the electronica you're hearing, it's it almost sounds like we're playing it, but obviously all the guitar solos and whatnot are played, and so that's live. I think that's what makes it really interesting, kind of getting from station to station and playing different parts.
Well, I have a bumper sticker on my car that says, no drum machines. Unfortunately, so much of the music coming out nowadays, they got one or two singers, they got the drum machine in the back, all the rest is computer. So I'm glad that you guys are still playing instruments out there.
Yeah, I think drums is such a key factor when you look at bands that are really good that you've liked over the years. It's always been a great drummer.
Well, Ian, I actually was talking to a gentleman, and I asked him, as far as instruments, lead guitar, vocals, the bass, and all that. I asked him, well, what's kind of the most important instrument on the band? And he mentioned drums, because I guess drums keeps the beat for the vocals and everyone else. So is that a true statement?
Yeah, I think so. I think drums are, essential to the overall vibe in if the track's going to be visceral or what have you. The drummer is such a key part.
So I guess that's why people are going to drum machines, because they can just set in whatever they want.
Right. You don't have to get in the woodshed, you know what I mean, and work through the chops anymore.
Yeah, it's preset. Okay, so now Rhode Island. So what would be considered a name of a good venue in Rhode Island or East Coast that you guys want to go to or that you've played at?
In Rhode Island, you have Lupo's in Providence. Then in Boston, we're close to Boston too. You have Paradise and the Hard Rock, and
so those are the places, the go-to places that if you can say, like here in, I'm in San Diego, but in LA we have the Viper. So if you've made the Viper, you're kind of on the upswing. So that would be a couple of those places out there.
Right.
Okay. Well, so Ian, what are your plans for the rest of 2014? More music, videos, shows, tours?
Yeah, we really just want to play some shows. We're going to start touring in the end of June, and we just really want to tour the record until the end of the year, and then work on another one.
Great. Well, what would be the easiest way for my listening audience to hear and buy, I emphasize buy, more of your music?
You can go to ontologicsmusic.com. That's ONTOLOGICS music.com, or you can just search for Ontologics on iTunes or Bandcamp, or in Google, and you'll find a way to our stuff.
Great. Hey, I have one more song I want to play. You still got time, and then I got one last question for you.
Great.
Okay, we're going to listen to SWFU by the Ontologics.
Latches unhinged as they breach, walls out in front. Follow the leader, I'm told. Who is it now? Please reiterate. Sold to leave, now it's yours. Lock in a knot. How did I know? Fade, fold. Can you see? Fade, sold. Everything under me. How did I know? Assuming things how they be. Can you see? Fade, sold. Are you standing on the brink? So what? It means nothing here to me. So you. Are you standing on the brink? So what? It means nothing here to me. So you. You don't got the line for it. Nor do we. You don't got the time for it. That I can tell.
KCR Radio, San Diego State. Rick Keys, you're listening to Music Caravan Eclectic Special, and that was SWFU by the Ontologics. Really like that. The drums were cooking in there, and that was you on the guitar, right?
Right.
Yeah, really good set there. Hey, Ontologics, what does SWFU mean? And if there's any words in there that are banned by the FCC, let's just know the other two.
So what? Blank you,
Okay.
I guess would be the.
All right. Well, I understand. Okay. I just wanted to check. Okay, Ian, I asked this of all the artists and groups I interviewed. Tell me one of the funniest, scariest, weirdest, or most embarrassing events that has happened to Ontologics at a show or on tour.
Oh, the strangest thing. Well, I guess one time there was a tornado where we were playing. I guess that's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, what did you have to do? Did you have to, like, go underground?
Well, the scariest thing is when the police are running away from things. When you see the police running, yelling, it's like, oh, something is going down.
So where was this tornado at? In the Midwest?
No, this was down in Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach, wow. That's in, where's Myrtle Beach? South Carolina? North Carolina?
I believe so. You know what? You put me on the spot there.
I think it is. Okay. Well, that's a scary one. So, Ian, it was a pleasure having you on board. And like I mentioned before, I get a lot of music to the Music Caravan on a weekly basis. And, it's a lot of people I don't even play their music. However, you had several good songs. I played 4 or 5 of the very hot ones that I liked, and we got to interview you. So thank you for coming on the Music Caravan, and keep up the good work.
Hey, thanks for supporting Ontologics and playing our music. We appreciate it.
Okay, you guys have a good weekend.
Thanks, man.